Everyone wants to feel beautiful and confident, and for some, plastic surgery seems like a good option. But often, it can have fatal consequences. From Jacky Oh's botched mummy makeover surgical procedure to Renika Hall's Brazilian butt lift surgery gone wrong. These are the times that Black women died during or after plastic surgeries. Starting with Jacky Oh's tragic story, the MTV personality and former Wild 'N Out cast member Jacky Oh tragically lost her life last month, just days after flying to Miami for a mummy makeover surgery. The reality star, whose real name is Jacqueline Smith, shared her excitement about the procedure on social media. She posed in a hospital gown with Dr. Jacky Oh sharing her plans on Instagram. Jacky had recently given birth to her son, Prince, and wanted to undergo this makeover to enhance her post-pregnancy body. In her caption, she wrote, "Getting ready for my mummy makeover with Dr. Zach. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for the full reveal." Now, a mummy makeover usually includes procedures like a tummy tuck, breast augmentation, liposuction, and vaginal rejuvenation. It's a way for mums to regain their confidence and feel good about their bodies again. But sadly, things didn't go as planned for Jacky Oh. It's important to understand that surgery, like a mummy makeover, carries risks. Infections, bleeding, scarring, reactions to anesthesia, and blood clots are only some of the dangers involved. These risks are always present, no matter how routine the procedure may seem. Jacky Oh's passing has brought attention to these risks and the need for caution when considering plastic surgery.
We're never in the same places at the same time. We just so happen to all be in Atlanta and LA. Same place, same time. Right? That's nothing to do with my surgery.
We're never all in the same place with the surgery.
So Brittany is here. Brittany showed up. Now she wants to get her boobs done.
But she wasn't the only famous Black woman to die of plastic surgery, though. Donda West died in 2008 after having multiple post-operative factors from plastic surgery. Officials said that an autopsy couldn't figure out the exact role that these procedures played in the death of Kanye West's mother after liposuction and breast reduction surgery. She was only 58 when she died at Centinela Freeman Hospital. West had plastic surgery with Dr. Jan Adams just one day before she died. A family member said at the time of her death that Donda West had died due to complications from a cosmetic surgery procedure. After the procedure, she chose to recover at home. The autopsy report says that West was able to walk out of the clinic 5.5 hours after surgery. She was heavily wrapped and given Vicodin to help with the pain. An experienced nurse and 2 caregivers were responsible for her care at home. However, there were no records of her temperature readings or other information about how she was getting better. That night, she took Vicodin for the pain, went to bed, and woke up feeling better. As the day went on, she got a sore throat, chest pain, and a tightening in her chest. In the early evening, she passed out. Not long after, she was declared dead. It seems complications from cosmetic procedures were common in the early 2000s. In 2011, Claudia Aderotimi died after receiving silicone injections for buttock augmentation. It was a sad death in a foreign hospital thousands of miles away from home for somebody who simply wanted to feel more beautiful. But that's the price 20-year-old Claudia Aderotimi paid when she traveled from her home in London to America to get a backstreet plastic surgery to make her buttocks bigger. It was a journey that led her to room 425 of a suburban Hampton Inn hotel near Philadelphia's airport. There, according to a police spokesman, what we believe happened is that the injector nicked a vein and put the substance into the bloodstream. It goes through your vascular system and lands in the lung, and since it's a gel, it will pile up like a rock. One woman made it through, but Aderotimi didn't. Aderotimi started having serious chest pains about 12 hours after the operation was done. She was taken to a nearby hospital where she later died. Later, Padge Winslow, a Philadelphian woman who called herself the Black Madam, was charged with third-degree murder in the death of Claudia Aderotimi. Not long after Aderotimi's death, Joy Williams, a 23-year-old British woman, died after the same procedure in Bangkok in 2014. Joy flew out to Bangkok for a $2,500 buttock augmentation surgery. She went to the SB clinic, which she found on the internet, to have the surgery that she thought would make her bottom bigger and fuller. A few days later, her wounds got worse, and she had to go back to the hospital to get the silicone implants taken out. She died on the operation table with a 3-inch long stitched cut on her tailbone. Sampab Samsiri, the 51-year-old doctor who did the surgery, was later arrested and charged with carelessness after it was found that he had been operating at night without a license. But it's not just back alley Brazilian butt lifts that can be dangerous. It's also boob jobs that are done in shady clinics. A New York mother of 2 died after a bad breast augmentation, tummy tuck, and butt lift at a shady clinic in the Dominican Republic in 2017. Janelle Edwards of New York was found unconscious in her car near her home in the Bronx and later died in the hospital. She had traveled 1,500 miles round trip to an unnamed clinic in Santo Domingo for the procedures. Apparently, the surgeries led to a blood clot that caused her death. Miss Edwards' death came at a time when people were already being warned about the risks of getting plastic surgery abroad, but sometimes even getting it back home can cause complications. In 2019, Denaya Placentia died after getting a BBL at a Miami plastic surgery clinic. After the operation, she ended up having a heart attack, was then rushed to the Baptist Hospital, but died once there. Marcio Ferez, Placentia's grandfather and a doctor, knew that the operation was a bad idea. He said, "My wife told me that Denaya wants to have this kind of surgery. I told her that I don't even want to hear about it." According to a statement from the clinic, Placentia had been the only woman to die during their years of business. It only goes to show that no matter how careful you are, plastic surgery can still be dangerous. Finally, let's have a look at yet another case of plastic surgery proving fatal. Renika Hall died after getting a BBL at a Florida clinic in 2017. The Kansas City mother of a 1-year-old daughter died after having surgery at the Eris Plastic Surgery Clinic in Hialeah, Florida. Hialeah cops shared that they got a call around 9 p.m. Thursday that Hall wasn't breathing, so they sent emergency crews to the clinic. She died at a hospital about an hour later. In this case, however, the clinic did have a history of complications caused by cosmetic procedures. Hall died almost a year after Heather Meadows, a 29-year-old mother of 2 from West Virginia, died after a similar operation at the same clinic, which was called Encore Plastic Surgery at the time. The Miami Herald said that Hall was the 4th person to die at a network of small clinics run by a Miami doctor, Ismael Labrador, and his ex-wife, Amy De La Rosa, since 2013. Websites that promise affordable plastic surgery and excellent results had reportedly pulled women from outside the city to these clinics. So, from Renika Hall's tragic BBL gone wrong to Jacky Oh's fatal complications from a more extensive procedure.
Yeah. And that's the issue with social media that I have sometimes.
In this age of social media, with the pressure to conform to unrealistic beauty standards having intensified, leading many people to consider cosmetic surgeries, it's crucial to understand the potential dangers associated with undergoing these procedures in today's heavily image-driven society. And while cosmetic procedures can enhance your physical appearance, it's essential that you prioritize safety, mental well-being, and informed decision-making, and know that the majority of these images on social media are filtered and heavily edited. Remember, true beauty goes beyond physical appearance and lies in self-confidence, authenticity, and self-love. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves.